What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on October 6, 2022. Now, of course, I did another Funko News video just a couple of days ago, and the main reason why I'm doing this short edition of Funko News here is just to give you all some quick reminders about New York Comic Con. At the time of this recording, it is the evening before New York Comic Con. Exclusives are going to be available, so I do want to give you the reminder that the exclusives will go live on Funko.com at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, October 7th. It's not clear right now if they're going to have the full selection of figures. Of course, they will have the ones that are specifically for Funko.com, and I'm not going to go through all those figures right now. I did do a New York Comic Con video previously. It's on the channel. It's pretty easy to find, so you can go back and check that out if you want a closer look at the exclusives and kind of plan your hack, basically. Yeah, make sure you check that video out if you've not done so already. Now, some other websites should go live at the same time. That does include Loungefly. Remember that Loungefly does have that Zero mini backpack in the figure as well, of course, being from Nightmare Before Christmas. And then Hot Topic, some other sites will more than likely have their figures live at that same time. Some websites, it can be a little bit iffy, but we'll see what happens with that. As far as figures in stores are concerned, I think it's pretty solid that Hot Topic will have some of their exclusives, GameStop as well. From there, it could be a little bit iffy. You'll just have to check your local stores to see when they open and to see what they actually get in stock. Some stores, it just takes longer sometimes, like with Walmart. I don't feel like they always have their figures day one. Walgreens, you're lucky if it ever shows up there, and they do have that exclusive Aquaman. So you're gonna have to be a little bit patient with your local stores when it comes to trying to find these figures, but you should be able to find most of the figures that you want online. I do also want to point out that it seems like most of these figures, regardless of where you get them from, even if you are actually at New York Comic Con, seems like a lot of the figures are actually going to have a fall convention sticker on them instead of an actual con sticker. So I just want to make sure I put that out there. Again, even for people that are attending New York Comic Con, you might end up with some figures that have the fall convention sticker on it instead of an actual con sticker on it. And then for collectors that are outside of the US, I'm not going to run back through all the shared retailer locations, from around the world. You can go to Funko Blog, just Google Funko Blog and go there and see where the shared locations are for your own country. Or, you may not have stores near you that are going to have these pops. You can check online with Forbidden Planet, which I think is UK based if I'm not mistaken, and I think they do ship internationally. There might be some restrictions with shipping to the US and Canada. I'm not sure about that, but you can check with Forbidden Planet. And then another site you can check with is Pop Culture, and I don't know if Pop Culture is going to get any shared exclusives right away, but usually they do at least eventually get some con exclusives. So you can check with those websites again if you are outside of the US and Canada. Like I said, they may have some shipping restrictions when it comes to shipping those exclusives to the US and Canada. And I want to say this as well real quick. This is just my personal advice. I know that there's going to be some smaller retailers that will have exclusives up for sale, but in fact, some of them already have the figures listed, and I think some of the prices are a little bit unreasonable. Just me personally. They haven't even dropped yet officially with Funko and with the the shared retailers. So I think that some of these prices that we're seeing early here are a little bit unreasonable. So you might want to just hold off and try to get these directly with Funko.com or with the shared retailers. And then if you have no luck there, you might still even want to wait, because sometimes con exclusives, except for with Funko.com, is rare with Funko.com, but some shared retailers actually do get restocks eventually of their shared exclusives. So it might be good to be patient. It might save you some money in the long run, but of course, what you do with your money, that's up to you. So again, I just want to address these things with New York Comic Con. I do want to remind you all again that the Britney Spears figure that you see pictured here should be available with this convention. It may show up on Funko.com. I don't know if it's going to show up with a shared retailer. If I see it with a shared retailer, then I will try to do a community post on that particular figure there. You also see that there should be a Cyndi Lauper figure available as well with New York Comic Con. Again, it may show up on Funko.com, and if it shows up with a shared retailer, I'll try to do a community post there. Now, the other figures that you see here, you see this Freddy Funko, which he has on the Frightmare on Funko Street t-shirt. And of course, he's ready to do his shopping there. And then you see this Candy Corn Devil Freddy Funko soda. These items should be available for attendees of the Fright Night live event, of course. So if you're at that event, these could be two of the items that you would receive with that particular event. I seriously doubt that these two items here are going to be available outside of that event. But if I learn any more about them, of course, I will update you all. I do want to go ahead and point out some figures that you can add to your collection right now. The Blacklight Rescue with the Pop Tee is starting to show up in some Target locations. I've not seen it in my area just yet, but yeah, it should be basically rolling out across the country right now. Then you also see this exclusive here from Obi-Wan, the Obi-Wan series. This particular character, I'm not sure how to say his name. I think his first name is Haja. Not sure about the last name there, but yeah, that particular character is starting to show up at Target as an exclusive. And then with Funko.com, you see that they have their exclusive Shuri and also their exclusive Black Adam. Last time I checked, both of these figures were still listed, so you can go ahead and order those if you are interested. I think I saw somebody in the comments ask about this particular figure. This Bait exclusive glow-in-the-dark female Titan is actually available on the Bait website right now. Now, it does seem like they're going to have it at New York Comic Con as well, but like I said, you don't have to be at the convention. You can order this on Bait's website right now, and the last time I checked, it was still listed on the website. And then with Walmart, you see that they have this Blacklight 5-pack for Nightmare Before Christmas, which I don't really collect Nightmare Before Christmas. I did actually get the Blacklight sodas, and I will share those on the channel soon. But I don't know, if I come across this 5-pack, I might be tempted because they look really good all together there. And if you are a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan, definitely keep your ears open and eyes on the channel, because I do have something pretty cool coming up here in the very near future. All right, moving along here with some random bits of information. So there are these Stranger Things plushes, which you can pre-order right now with various retailers. I don't think they're exclusive. I've seen them listed on Entertainment Earth, but I don't think they're exclusive there. So yeah, you should be able to pre-order those easily if you're interested in them. And then of course, eventually we will see those hitting store shelves. The It's Sugar exclusive glow-in-the-dark blue raspberry Sour Patch Kid is starting to show up in stores. I actually have a couple of It's Sugar stores in my area because I live near Myrtle Beach. So I don't know, if I see that one, I might be tempted to pick that up. I might have to swing by one of those locations and see if they have that figure. So Bella Porch is going to have a sort of a meet and greet going on at Funko Hollywood on October 13th, and they're limiting that to 400 fans. So just 400 fans will get a chance to meet and greet with her, and then also of course get a signed pop, and I think there's going to be an exclusive sticker as well. Yeah, it says an exclusive sticker here for the first 200 fans, and they will have that actual exclusive variant of her figure, the one with the axe. So again, that's going to be with Funko Hollywood on October 13th. Nice choice of date there. And then of course you see here, I did cover previously what is in the Fright Night boxes for the general public, those boxes that did sell out. I just wanted to make sure that I shared this figure here as well. There is a flocked Mr. Hyde in the mix, which is only 3,000 pieces. I think that is a pretty awesome figure there. Not a ton of sodas actually have flocking on them, and I think when they do them, they are kind of special. So yeah, this one is a pretty cool figure. And then that Barnes & Noble exclusive glow-in-the-dark Izuku Midoriya is starting to show up in stores. This one had been kind of off and on the website, but yeah, it's actually starting to show up in in Barnes & Noble locations, and they tend to stock their exclusives. They kind of go overboard with it, honestly. So yeah, if you have a Barnes & Noble in your area, it should be pretty easy to get that exclusive if you are interested in it. This Nightcrawler figure, I was so happy to see it, and I mean, I do like the one that is with Walgreens. And by the way, that one with Walgreens has been kind of off and on the website. Last time I checked, it was not listed on the website right now, but it should restock. And of course, you can try your luck at Walgreens, in your area. Some of my Walgreens are actually starting to get some exclusives in. So, don't completely give up on Walgreens going in store, to keep checking there. But yeah, like I said, this new Nightcrawler though that is available for pre-order, I think is really awesome. I love the fact that it's glow in the dark. It's a PX Previews exclusive, which does mean it's going to be with various retailers. I went ahead and pre-ordered mine with Entertainment Earth, and there is a link in the description to go to Entertainment Earth if you want to get some pre-orders in there. But yeah, I think I'm really just a big fan of the look of this one. I love that it has the Banff effect, and it actually has the word Banff on it. I think that is pretty awesome. Now with the Walgreens one, I still like the fact that that one actually has the sword. I'm just not super crazy about the sort of shadow-like look on his face and the headband. Not super crazy about that, but I want to hear from you though. Which of these Nightcrawler figures do you prefer? And of course, I'm sure there's some people that really like both of these for different reasons. All right, moving on here, Walmart, they tend to do this. When there's a big convention with Funko, they try to do their own sort of collector con, and they've done this again. And of course, I'm just showing the Funko products. They do have products from some other companies as well, so you want to, you may want to check out the website to see what they have going on. But yeah, as far as the Funko products are concerned, you can get pre-orders in on all of these items right now. That does include this glow-in-the-dark Aang with the pop tee that you see pictured here. We also have a character from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is also a glow-in-the-dark figure, and it's a deluxe figure at that. Really awesome looking design there. I love this Office 3-pack, and we heard about this one being on the way. I think this is called the Utica 3-pack, if I'm not mistaken, but of course it's when they went to Karen's office and they were supposedly in disguise, but pretty terrible disguises there with the fake mustaches. I think it's really awesome that Funko actually did this one here. The only thing that probably would make it better is if they could have pulled it off somehow as a pop ride, but that might have been difficult to work that out. But yeah, pretty awesome 3-pack there. Killer Clowns from Outer Space has a movie cover or VHS cover, which I think had been rumored previously, and of course it does have the character Rudy there. I definitely want to add that to my collection. I'm not going to do a pre-order personally. I'll just wait till I see it in store and grab that one there. And then we also had this pretty awesome looking Boba Fett as well there with I believe that's a comic cover if I'm not mistaken there. So yeah, Walmart has a lot going on right now. If you're interested in any of these, like I said, you can find them on the website. And when you go to the website, if you don't see a figure right away, just make sure that you scroll. They have basically, it's almost like bars basically. You can scroll across to find the items that you're looking for. A lot of people went to the website and they just look straight up and down, but you got to scroll to the side to find some of these items. So do keep that in mind when you go browsing for these. And to wrap things up here, like I said, this was going to be a pretty quick video here. Here's some more upcoming exclusives, including this really awesome looking WinterCon exclusive Joker comic cover. I really like the look of that one. That one to me is going to be a pretty easy purchase there. You also see this Mandalorian 4-pack, which I think might already be showing up in some places in the UK. Not sure exactly where it's going to land here in the US. When I learn more about that, of course, I will share with you all. And then remember that Toys R Us has been doing these Jeffrey figures based on the different houses from Harry Potter, and I believe this is the last one here, the Hufflepuff Jeffrey. So of course, if you have with Toys R Us in Canada, if you can shop there, then make sure that you check for that particular figure. I still don't know if Toys R Us has any intention of basically sharing those recent Jeffrey figures on the US website with Macy's. I don't know what's going to happen with that. If I learn more, of course, I will try to keep you all updated. Alright y'all, so that is going to do it for this quick edition of Funko News. As always, I hope that you got something out of it. And if this is one of your first conventions or even your first convention with Funko, the advice I always give is not to stress. Don't feel pressured and worry if you don't get something right away. A lot of these figures are going to be pretty easy to track down. Like I said, there is a possibility of restocks with a lot of the figures with the shared retailers, so don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't feel like you have to go pay a marked up price right away to get a figure. Just be patient, and a lot of time that patience will pay off basically when it comes to these conventions. But yeah, thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out. I wish you the best with going for those exclusives that you are interested in, and I will talk to you all again real soon.